Welcome to Discovering. It's late summer and we're heading for Little Bay De Noc to see if we can cash in on some walleye action.
There we go. That's a big fish. That's a big one right there. All right, looks like I got one on too.
Stick around. It's Monday night and time for Upper Michigan's very own Discovering.
The secret streams that flow beneath the cliffs of colored stone. Forest thick and healthy with birch and pine and oak. Surrounded by the greatest lakes this world has ever known. The black bear's awesome presence as he roams the hills and fields. Call of the timber wolf, the loon's lonesome trill. The eagle soaring high above, the trout lies deep and still. These are what I treasure, the only way I measure feelings that I have for this fine land. There is so much to discover when you're a long-time lover of northern Michigan.
Every boat has its own way of doing things, and this is kind of like our way. We got certain rods for certain parts of the boat. Me and Coby come out here and we try to make the most of it.
We're on Little Bay De Noc, and that's about as much info as you're going to get. Exactly where probably doesn't matter much anyway. The walleyes are moving around. Find them, and you're in business. I'm with Jeff Sierpien and Coby Fletcher, and after just a little searching, find them we did.
I can feel them pulling, but I can get them up the middle. So this is the kind of stick that fights back. I'm glad that I had to switch gears on this trolling method, because that wind was something to really deal with. So spinner rigs today, so usually we want to keep about 1 mile an hour on those. If we were pulling cranks, I think I got them on that purple and green. We usually go about 1.5 to 2. We're gonna try spinner fishing. It looks like the wind is was coming out of the west, but it's starting to die down, so that's gonna give us some more options in how we control. When you're trolling, wind direction and speed is you gotta just work with it. And it's a combination between using your front motor, your kicker, and just finding that right way to do it. And most of the time you want to fish with the wind to your back. Certain times you really don't have a choice, but you know, we've been doing pretty good the way we're doing it, so we're about to kind of get into the time where we usually do pretty well at this time of the year, and we'll see if we can find some. Definitely not a monster, but maybe because I'm trolling too fast, and that's exactly what's going on as we're fighting this wind. But there we go. Nice eater. He'll go in the tank and we'll eat them real good, but this will be first of many here, hopefully. Thanks, Coby, for getting them for me. When that board goes all the way under like that, it usually means something of size is on there. It could be a pike, it could be a big sheephead, probably another perfect eater sized walleye. We will find out. If you want to back up a little bit, I can get that board off for you, Coby. Yeah, you definitely got a fish on there. Now he's acting like a big one. Whatever it is, it's gonna be, and I think you got a big walleye. I believe you do. Just let him wear himself out and he might run again. That's a big fish. Beautiful fish. Let's get him real nice and slow. All right, lift up your rod. Okay. Okay, I don't want to. Beautiful fish.
There we go.
That's a big fish.
That's what we want.
That's a big one right there.
Line.
All right, looks like I got one on too. I think I got a big one. That is a very big fish. I'm gonna go up the middle with him. Yeah, I think I got another big one on here. Yeah, that's the kind of fish we're looking for.
Right there.
That's probably a 28, 29, maybe 30-inch walleye.
Nice Bay De Noc walleye.
And we have another big one on right here. This one's got shoulders. When we say when a walleye's got shoulders, that means he's big. He's staying down. He doesn't want to come up. I don't think he's seen the boat yet. He's gonna get madder than a wet hen. This is what we are so fortunate to have here living by Lake Michigan. World-class, outstanding walleye, bass, perch. He feels pretty heavy. He's not a giant like yours. That's why we come out here fishing, that beautiful golden walleyes right there. Okay, can you put the 8.33 pounds.
27 and a half.
27 and a half inch walleye. That's a beautiful fish. And we got about a 21 incher sitting inside of there. So now here in the bay, we have that slot limit. So, you know, you have to really watch the size of your walleye and make sure you're legal, but that's what keeps fish like this in the bay. This is why we catch big ones like this, because we have that. And I think personally it helps quite a bit. So let's get them taken care of. All right, 21 feet. This location, we're going to kind of go into some shallows. We're going to go a little south where we already went and change up our options and how we try to approach the fish. You try to want to get in there and what we're doing now is we just reset up, got the wind at our back. We want to go 1 mile an hour. We're going about that, maybe a little hair over. We'll slow down our boat a little bit. Looks like we marked some fish up here. We'll see if they're want to eat. I think I know where they're at and the depth, and all it is about presenting them something they want to eat, and then the fun happens. It feels like a fishy. We'll see how this works out. We've got a couple all down this side of the bay. There's all these points. A lot of these points are holding fish. What I like to do is use my side scan, mark some fish, and just try to approach them without spooking them. And usually that works out pretty well if they like to eat. If they're not want to eat, then you can just look at them all day. But that's the way we try to approach it. Everybody has their own way of doing things, but we found success that way. You got one? All right, I got one. All right. I'm sorry, the net was caught up with the...
That's all right, we got it. Yeah, he's on.
Yeah, you got a nice fish there. Ooh, he's a little mad. They don't like the boat. But if you had a bunch of hooks in your mouth and you were going towards the boat and you were a fish, you wouldn't like it either. But yeah, this is another nice fish. Look how gold they are, aren't they pretty? That is a pretty fish. There we go. That's a nice, good, perfect kind of walleye you want to eat right there. Probably about 20 inches, 19 inches. Well, he's gonna taste delicious. So we just got a double. We went over a pot of fish we saw earlier in the evening. We didn't go over it too much so we don't spook them, but we were able to get 2 out of that group. Now we're gonna try to go find another group that I seen and try to get a couple from there. So hopefully more to follow. This feels like another one. Yeah, I think we got double on. Well, you keep reeling because I got one on here. We got 2 fish on the same side, and you don't want to tangle your lines, so you just kind of slow down the boat and deal with it. But we can't even, I thought in this one location we were at, we were going to get it was going to be good because we marked them earlier, but I wanted to wait till the conditions were right to get them, and I think we got a big fish on this one. It feels good, but or one who's got a lot of motivation. We use these line counters. They work really well to see how much line you have out, and that works really well when you're trolling, especially with crankbaits, because you know there's certain precision trolling apps that you can use, and it tells you how far, you know, based on your speed and how far your line is out, would determine how far your crankbait is under the water. And sometimes you might want it at 12 feet, sometimes you might want it at 20 feet. It depends on the crankbait and the speed. Okay, now I did mark a lot of fish over here, and usually you know, Coby's, he ties a lot of our harnesses. We like purple and golds, and I like to throw whites on there. Things can change. Sometimes we do death rigs. You saw the boat, he's not happy, look at that. Come on, Mr. Fish. We think that the fish are a little bit higher. We'll put cranks at different levels, and that can be very productive. It's a lot of fun. It's got a lot of fight in them, look at this. A lot of guys around here like to pull cranks. A lot of guys, not a lot, but some like to jig. We like to jig for them too. Sometimes it's fun just to find them and try to get in there and try to catch them by just casting to them, locate them and cast to them, and that's a lot of fun. We really enjoy this type of fishing out here. We're obviously close to the shore, and that's a beautiful one. These walleyes up here, they're just so beautiful. That gold color. You know, you just hit these points, you know, all the way down from here to Cedar River, and even if you want to go fish in Wisconsin, and this is what you can expect to get if you put in your time and try to find the fish. Right by that spot there. Actually, we're not even quite there yet, and oh, do I got one in my other board going back? Yeah, it's definitely going back. Looks like we got a double on. Here, I'll take you want to take the inside one? That one went to the middle. You might have another jumbo on. Oh yeah, this is, Brian, you want to reel this one in? Okay, yeah, just keep your rod tip up and just keep it going. And yeah, when they go up the middle like that, I think when he sees that boat, he's just gonna want to pull and pull. I think you've got a nice fish on there. How's it feel?
I hate being on camera.
Yeah, but it's like being, all right, you're not on camera.
There we go.
Whoa!
That's a nice one.
That's a nice one right there. And the one on the inside. I got a fish on this one. Look at that board. Look at that board going nuts. Brian, yeah, that's a beauty. This one is, man, this is a big fish. There we go. I just got to get him up. Just got to get him up. There we go. We are having ourselves a lot of fun. Nine set with 983. Almost 10 pounds. Brian, you caught yourself almost a 10-pound walleye right there. Just brought himself in just shy of 10-pound walleye, 30 inches, an absolute gorgeous fish. That is a Little Bay De Noc giant right there. find this to be just heaven to be. I mean, this is beautiful. This never gets old to me. Being on this lake, it's beautiful. It's calm. There's a great fishery on it. There's a lot of really good fishermen in the area. Okay, I'm gonna put this one down, tighten that up. Okay, we got a fish on. I'm gonna tighten this one up. All right. Yep, you got a fish on here. I can feel it. This is absolutely beautiful. There we go. That's a perfect eater right there. That's exactly what you want them to look like. That's the kind of walleye that tastes best in the pan. Right there. Those are the kind you want to catch right there. Real nice. But sometimes we get bigger ones. But those go back and these go in the pan. It's just a really peaceful place. It's almost therapeutic. It's something that you know, I've always wanted to do in my life, and when things opened up for me after I retired from the military, I haven't regretted one day of it. You know, people have asked me, you ever missed the military? After moving here, I haven't missed 1 second. I find that me and my family are very happy and enjoy everything that the UP has to offer. Yep, we got another fish on. All right, Coby, when I come up here, I'll let you get the board, and the net's right behind you. Never gets old. Never, ever. It's our little heaven on earth. Me and Coby are out here sometimes and we say, you know, we need to pinch ourselves. This is just a, like I said, I think it's just therapeutic. Oh. Yes, you do. Here, you want to finish this one, and I'll grab this one. This is insane, guys. Whoa, this is a big fish. Big fish on this one.
I think this one just came off.
Well, that's what we call quick release, right? Can't catch them all. And this is usually the time of the night when it really gets pretty good. These boards did pretty good today. There's a lot of ways you can fish for them, and maybe next time we'll try casting for them, and that's a lot of fun. We marked the right spots on our side scan, and then we didn't go over them too much, and you don't really want to push these fish too hard. I use 10-pound test for these walleyes, and that seems to work best, but you know, you can't muscle them too much. They will break. So you just kind of, you let them, when they get mad like that, you just kind of let them just do their thing. And would I hook them sideways? That is,
No, you got it.
man, I tell you what, that thing fought a lot harder than the size. I commend this fish, Mr. Walleye. You get an A for effort. But yeah, definitely a nice eater. And now Coby's got one. Oh, it's beautiful out here. Look at that, like, it's just gorgeous. It's just a beautiful place to be, and just all the things from the Porkies to all the falls and the vast, the Hiawatha and everything. It's endless. There's stuff like this you can do everywhere in the UP. You know, there's the inland lakes. You can go find perch and the salmon and the trout streams, and you know, this walleye fishing is just one little small piece of a much larger system, and the gorgeousness of this, it's just absolutely gorgeous.
Well, in the beginning of the show, I said I wouldn't mention where we were fishing. Actually, it's pretty easy to find. Here you go.
Well, we had an excellent day today. We caught a lot of fish. We landed with some big fish, a lot of walleye. Excellent day. Couldn't get any better. And if you want to know where you can catch them out here, X marks the spot. So if you find that when you come out here, you'll get them too.